The day after her adventure with the mirror of tomorrow, Cinderella awoke to the sound of birds singing outside her window. Their melodies were unusually sweet that morning, as if the whole world had woken up humming a gentle tune. She smiled and stretched, letting the golden sunlight spill across her bed. "Good morning," she whispered to the little birds perched on the windowsill. "You sound happier than ever today." One tiny sparrow fluttered closer, chirping quickly as if trying to tell her something important. Cinderella laughed softly. "Oh, something special, you say?" The bird hopped toward her and dropped a tiny crystal shard into her hand. It sparkled faintly with rainbow colors. Cinderella tilted her head curiously. "A crystal? Where did you find this?" The bird chirped again and fluttered toward the distant hills, motioning for her to follow. Later that morning, she met the prince in the garden. "You look like you're ready for another adventure," he teased, seeing her cloak and travel bag. Cinderella smiled. "The birds brought me a message. I think there's something magical waiting beyond the valley." The prince laughed gently. "Then I'd better come along. I wouldn't want to miss another enchanted forest or talking mirror." Together, they followed the sparrows beyond the palace grounds, across green meadows sprinkled with wildflowers, until the path began to slope downward into a valley. The deeper they went, the more the air began to hum softly, like a song carried by the wind. "What is that sound?" the prince asked, pausing to listen. Cinderella closed her eyes. "It's music," she said softly, "but not made by any instrument. It's coming from the earth itself." As they descended, the valley came into view, and what a sight it was. Giant crystals rose from the ground like trees made of light, each one glowing with a soft color: pink, blue, violet, gold. The whole valley shimmered like a dream, and when the wind blew gently through it, the crystals chimed and sang, creating a melody so beautiful that it made Cinderella's heart ache. "It's like the stars are singing," she whispered. The prince looked around in awe. "I've never seen anything like this." At the heart of the valley stood the largest crystal of all, taller than a tower and glowing with every color of the rainbow. Its song was the most beautiful of all. But beneath it, Cinderella could hear something else. A faint, broken note that didn't quite fit. She frowned slightly. "Do you hear that?" The prince listened carefully. "It's like one of the crystals is out of tune." Cinderella nodded. "It sounds sad." As they walked closer, the wind grew still, and the song quieted until only the faint, broken tone remained. Cinderella placed her hand on the central crystal, and as she did, an image shimmered within its surface. A woman made of light appeared, her face kind but weary, her hair flowing like silver mist. "Who are you?" Cinderella asked softly. The woman's voice was like the echo of a harp. "I am Lyriel, keeper of the Crystal Valley. Long ago, this valley sang the song of harmony that kept the world in balance. But one note, one heart, fell silent, and the song began to fade." Cinderella tilted her head gently. "Why did it fall silent?" Lyriel's eyes dimmed with sadness. "Because the world stopped listening. People grew too busy to hear the songs of nature, the music in kindness, the melody in love. When hearts forget how to listen, harmony fades." Cinderella's heart ached. Then there must be a way to bring the song back. Lyriel looked at her hopefully. "Perhaps. You have carried light into darkness before. If you can find the lost note, the missing heart, the valley will sing again." Cinderella took a deep breath and nodded. "Then I'll find it." As she walked among the glowing crystals, she listened closely. Each crystal hummed a different tone, some soft and gentle, others bright and cheerful. She followed the faint, broken note through the valley until she found a small crystal, cracked down the middle and dim. "Oh, poor thing," she whispered. "You must be the one that's lost." The crystal flickered weakly. "I can't sing anymore," a small voice said, trembling. When the world stopped listening, I felt alone. I forgot how to shine. Cinderella knelt beside it, her eyes soft and full of compassion. You don't have to be alone. I'm listening now. The crystal glimmered faintly, but one voice can't restore a song. Cinderella smiled. Then let me show you something. She placed her glowing lantern beside the crystal. This light once guided lost stars home, and it shines brighter every time someone believes again. She began to hum a simple, gentle melody, one her mother had sung to her long ago. The sound echoed softly through the valley, and the little crystal shivered. That song, it whispered, it's the melody of hope. The crack began to close, and the crystal's light grew stronger. Around them, the other crystals began to respond, each one glowing brighter and joining in the song. The whole valley came alive, singing together in harmony once more. The prince watched in amazement. You did it, Cinderella. You brought their song back. Cinderella smiled, tears glimmering in her eyes. No, she said softly. We did. We listened. The great crystal at the center of the valley shone brighter than ever, and Lyriel appeared again, her form radiant and whole. You've restored the song of the world, she said with a smile, and with it, the hearts of those who forgot how to hear. Cinderella stood before her. The world needs this harmony. How can I keep it from fading again? Lyriel touched the lantern at Cinderella's side. Take this gift, she said. The heart chime, a crystal of harmony. Whenever you feel the world growing silent, let it ring, and hearts will remember to listen again. A small, glowing crystal floated into Cinderella's hands, warm and alive with gentle sound. Thank you, Cinderella whispered. Lyriel's voice echoed softly as her image faded. Remember, Cinderella, the truest songs are not sung, but felt. As the sun began to set, the valley shone like a sea of rainbows. The prince and Cinderella walked hand in hand as the crystals sang behind them, a lullaby for the world. When they returned to the castle that evening, Cinderella placed the heart chime beside her mirror and lantern. As they glowed together, the air filled with a faint melody, one that seemed to whisper, "The world still listens." That night, before falling asleep, Cinderella whispered to the stars, "As long as kindness sings, the world will never be silent." And somewhere, far away, the Crystal Valley echoed her words, a song of love that would never fade. So remember, little dreamers, every kind word, every laugh, every moment you listen with your heart adds a new note to the song of the world. If you loved this bedtime story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you can join Cinderella's next magical adventure, where she travels to the river of reflections, where dreams and memories flow together in mysterious ways.